Hi, we're going to be dissecting and looking at Ryan's weight shift mostly with just his body between his start of his drive and his A-frame. But first, I wanted to open up this guy one more time and put those images in real quick. And let's see, really just focusing on the last one. Getting to that. And just one thing I wanted to point out was how far Paul's foot's coming up on that brake from, it was where that drive foot was originally planted. It's coming up quite a bit, and that's because his body, he gets it in motion before his drive foot plants, and he keeps his body weight, his body shift moving, and that's important. And he does that by getting complete extension out of his hips and his knees and his, not so much his foot, but elongating the left side of his body. You can see that here. So even right there, his foot's moving off the line as his left side's extending and pulling. And that'll catch up, and yeah, his left side's moving. Okay, so enough with that. Let's look at Ryan, which is right here. Alright, so the first frame we want to get is Ryan outside of his drive foot leg, which that might be a little too far. I want to get something when the knees are about shoulder width apart. And right here, the first thing I notice is, Ryan's spine, is looking something like this right now. And his shoulders are already rotated. In the video with Ryan and KJ, they have very similar forms, and I think what I can tell about Ryan would also kind of apply to KJ. Obviously, KJ is amazing, but you know what? This guy's throwing a Thunderbird here about 420 feet. So this is a good drive regardless. Anyway, let's keep doing this. And even right here you can tell, because when I try to draw the circle for your head, it's way just out of line here. And we might be at a kind of bad angle, but nothing's perfect. But yeah, your drive line's somewhere around here. I think you can compensate by getting your booty out, and KJ kind of does the exact same thing. When really you'd be better to have your entire trunk out here at this point, instead of just your hind side. If you had your whole trunk and your head out here, you'd have more of that momentum coming in to push off with your back leg. Alright, and I'm trying to get the moment. So I think your shoulders rotate a little too early. And why I say that, well, first of all, this still isn't straight up. It's still lagging just a little bit to where it should be. And at this point, it just needs to be straighter. So we'll go into 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, when you really start opening up, let's see. Yeah, about here when you got your proper A-frame and everything is coming together here. Now you got a body that's looking straight up and down. But that whole time your spine has been playing kind of this catch-up pendulum game. trying to add a circle. Just grabbing things now. Alright, get some shoulders on there. Your shoulders have started opening up right here, but you know, I think delaying that would end up helping you more than hurting you. Oops. Yeah, so from like just here to that next one, you can keep your shoulders there instead of, it looks like you're already bringing it up, but if you can just keep your shoulders there until right here where your shoulders, where your hips are guiding everything, I think that would make your body move up as well. You see your drive foot definitely comes up from where it was planted. After watching all these videos a million times, the biggest thing that would help you with your weight shift would be if you could get this frame right here with your trunk, with your hips and your shoulders, to this frame at your maximum shoulder rotation, looking like that. If you could get that to grow and be longer, that is going to get you the most bang for your buck. Additionally, it needs to be longer, and this first one should be straight up and down. Okay, I brought in Paul's guys that I drew, and I just deleted everything except for his torso and his shoulders, and you can see, you know, this red is they're the same drive plane coming off the drive foot, and here's Paul's shoulders in the red, and his spine straight up and down coming out here, compared to Ryan's. His spine is where Paul's is, but his hips and his butt's kind of in front of him, kind of at a lean back. You'll see Paul's going down. He has that length, just that length is longer of that extension that he gets, and he's putting all that weight forward, and he moves a farther distance in basically the same amount of time. So I think that if you can do that, Ryan, and get your posture at the start of that fall and at the end straighter, and get it longer, and get a better drive out of your back foot, you'll get the most benefit out of your drive.